What's going on? This is Coach Marcus for Pro Fan Talk. And by now, you have probably seen the viral video, the Buffalo Bills players coming up talking smack to the Eagles fans. Not really talking smack. It's just like they were pissed off that they were at the losing end. I'm not sure when this happened, when in the game this took place and what was going on the field. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if they were walking off. If you look in the background, maybe it was during the timeout. It doesn't look like the game is over. But in any case, number 97 Jordan Phillips and number 90 Shaq Lawson got into an altercation with some Eagles fans at the link. Now, this is not the first time that players and fans go at it and talking smack to each other. Players don't like what fans said. You really don't see this that often in football. Usually it's in basketball. I have seen it in a couple situations in football, but usually the player will get security involved, or they'll just go to the threshold and, talk smack to a fan or something like that. Security will come down and they'll each go their separate ways. The guys will go back to the bench, or they'll ask the fan to get kicked out or something like that. Usually if it's an opposing team fan. In this situation, Shaq Lawson puts his hands on a fan, and that is a no-no. I don't care how mad you are. You do not put your hands on fan. That is a lawsuit waiting to happen. You see the head snap back a little bit, and if I'm not mistaken, that is a woman. The fact that this is on camera, security guards were there to witness it. You see the one guy getting all in her face. To me, that's kind of on the borderline. You got right in her face, nose to nose. If all you doing is jaw jacking, then so be it. They talking smack, you can talk smack right back. I'll be the first one to say some of the stuff that these fans say nowadays, they get very personal. It is very vindictive, and it is purposeful. However, what Shaq Lawson did crossed the line. You do not put your hands on a fan. They didn't say anything to you. They were dealing with somebody else, and y'all really came over there looking like a gang. Like, what was y'all really gonna do? Jump in the crowd because you don't like what they were saying? They was booing you or whatever they were saying. That's part of what you get paid for. Stay on the other side of the bench and you wouldn't have to worry about it. Because at the end of the day, this film is going out. It's gone viral. Everybody's gonna see it. The NFL's gonna see it. You'll probably get a hefty fine. Everybody in that group will probably get fined. Phillips might get suspended. I'm very interested to see what the NFL is going to do, because the NFL does not have a very good track record when it comes to domestic issue, especially domestic abuse of any form. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go down, because let's be crystal clear. If this would have happened somewhere else and it had been two Eagles players, if this would have been Brandon Graham and Hassan Reddick in an away stadium, say they did this at Arrowhead, if it was in Buffalo or in Dallas or anything like that, if it had been an Eagles player that had reached up and put hands on a fan, it would be front page news, guaranteed. You already know. Most people around the country don't like Philly fans anyways. So I'm very curious as to why this hasn't made headlines yet. I posted this and it went from 3,000 views to over 21,000 views before they end the business. So this thing is blowing up. I am quite positive that the NFL has seen it. I'm going to be watching the story to see what happens with it, and very interested to see what the NFL is going to do. It was uncalled for. You hear stuff all the time as a player. It is part of the game. You got to deal with that stuff. It's not going anywhere. But for them guys to walk over basically to the wall and start talking smack to the fans, and for somebody to actually put hands on a person in the stands, is out of bounds. Let's see what the NFL is going to do about it.